Hi, and so it is the weekend before Halloween. Well, technically it's Friday, but basically I'm going to spend the next 48 hours reading as many short horror books as I can. Or, yeah, just in the lead up to the spooky season, I'm going to do a short little reading vlog and just see how many horror books I can get through in the span of one weekend. This is my pile at the moment. If I get through these, I'll probably pick a couple more. Anyway, yeah. The books I have are The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Season of the Witch, which is a prequel novel to the series. Then I have The Haunting of Aveline Jones by Phil Hicks. I have Child of Fear and Fire by C.R. Thomas. I have The Legend of Skeleton Man, which is both the stories in one book. Then I'm going to read one of my Nancy Drew books, The Phantom of Nantucket. It says Phantom, so I'm counting that. Then I have this book called The Bridge. It's a dystopian. It's a dystopian and it's a darker tale. This might not quite fall under horror, but I'm going to count it anyway. And then I have one that's definitely horror, The Shadowing, Hunted by Adam Slater. Yeah, so my plan is to see how many of these horror books I can read over one weekend. If I smash these out, I'll probably get some bigger horror books for the other day. Because these short books might not be much of a challenge, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to make some breakfast and then dive into my first read, which I'll probably make Aveline Jones. So yeah, I will catch up with you once I start reading. Bye! Okay, and I have had my breakfast. I've relocated to my couch and I'm gonna get into my first book for this readathon, Aveline Jones. It's actually really pretty on the cover though. Okay, and it's about half an hour later. I've started to get dressed. I watched a little bit of BookTube, but I'm 47 pages into Aveline Jones. I do like that in the first chapter that they had the first hint of something spooky happening. I guess I should explain what this book's about, shouldn't I? Anyway, she's been dropped off at her aunt's house while her mum is off doing something. I'm not quite sure what. Yeah, but basically she loves ghost stories. She's just bought a book on ghost stories from the town that she's been sent to. And so I'm not quite sure where this is going, but based on the back, it's going to be about a missing girl. Yeah, based on the back, it's going to be about a missing girl, and I'm not quite sure what happens, but I am intrigued, so I will read for a bit more, see what I can smash out. Okay, and it's literally about 40-ish minutes since I last checked in, and I'm now halfway through this book. I'm loving this story so far, man. It's great. Basically, this girl, Primrose Penberthy, who owned the book before Aveline, was haunted by the Lady of the Lake, which is the story in the book that Aveline bought that takes place where they are. And this scarecrow on the cover, what is it going to focus? Yeah, close enough. Anyway, yeah, this on the cover has been popping up a lot around the town, so that is actually kind of scary. I'm already scared of I'm already scared of like dolls and mannequins coming to life and killing me, but I feel like this will have the same impact with scarecrows. But anyway, I'm halfway through it, and I'm pretty sure that the aunt knows something about the disappearance of this girl. Anyway, I probably won't check in again before I finish because I'm just gonna smash up the rest of this. But I will check in once I finish, because it's pretty quick read, so I should be good to go. Hold on a sec. Hey! Down! Okay. Anyway, I'll check in a bit. Bye. Okay, and it is almost exactly 2 hours since I started this challenge, and I just finished The Haunting of Aveline Jones. I adored this book. It's such a cute little middle grade horror spooky book. And it doesn't have like any extra filler bits in there more than necessary. So I liked that this book was short. It went straight into the horror. It went straight into like the horror spooky vibes, and I'm for it. So I will be reading the other book in this series 100%. This is almost positively a very strong 4.5 stars, possibly even 5 stars. I haven't quite decided. I'll decide as I read more. Anyway, the next book I'll start is probably, I want to save some of the like really spooky ones for when it gets closer to dark, because that'll be more fun to read. So I think the next one, wait, I will check. Do any of these have an audiobook? Because I need to do some house cleaning. Because I need to do some house cleaning and some chores here. So let's see if any of these have audiobooks. I don't know. None of them have audiobooks, so I'll probably just do the chores anyway, and then I'll probably get into Sabrina. So, yeah, and then I'll probably get into Sabrina Season of the Witch. Catch you guys when I start reading this. Okay, and I've done a couple of small house things I've got to do. Took my rubbish out and the laundry's on, so that's all the noise. If you hear any noises, it's either the laundry, like the washing machine, or my cat running around. But I'm gonna start The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season of the Witch, which is a prequel novel to the TV show. I don't know if I need to go much into the story, but Sabrina is a teenage witch, and on her 16th birthday she gets magical powers. I haven't actually seen that much of this particular version of Sabrina. I watched a few episodes of the first season and then got caught up, got too busy to keep going, and so I might get back into that at some point. But yeah, so I'm gonna start reading this and I will talk to you guys once I have some thoughts. Bye. Okay, and it's a little bit later. I was gonna update you earlier, but as soon as I was about to turn on the camera, people turned up to my house. So anyway, I am 56 pages into Sabrina. I am liking it so far. It is pretty similar to the show. I already knew about the characters going in. So I wasn't surprised in that regard. I am still, because I haven't watched enough of this show itself, I am still hearing the character voices from the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, characters are all the same. So far the story is kind of about Sabrina has put a love spell on Harvey to know his true feelings or something. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so Sabrina and her cousin Ambrose have put a love spell on Harvey because she was curious about his real feelings about her, and I'm pretty sure it will end up backfiring on some level, but I don't really know enough yet. And like I said, I haven't really read much more since I stopped to take a pause because people turned up. Anyway, I'm gonna read for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna finish watching this true crime thing I've started. Then I'm gonna get back into reading. So I'll update you soon. Bye. Hello. And so I thought I'd do a quick reading update. I've come outside to sit in the sun. I made some lovely Century Bao for lunch. It's got a bit of sunshine. But I thought I would update because I'm halfway through the story now. And so I legit can't see my screen, and I hope I'm focused. Anyway, this is quite a cute little story so far, actually. Characters are all the same that I remember. She's starting to get suspicious that something has gone wrong with the spell, or like this might not be real, and so yeah, overall it's a cute little story. The relationship between Sabrina and Harvey is quite cute, and I love the relationship between Sabrina and her family, particularly Ambrose and Hilda. And yeah, so overall this is a cute little story so far. Basically what I've seen, it has like the white pages during the day, and then it has it extends on the scene or adds to it on the black pages. It's like what happens at night. It's like what happens at nighttime or in the shadows. So it's like what the witch's realm sees. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a break, eat my lunch, and then just wait out here in the sunshine for a bit. And I'll catch you a bit later. Bye! Okay, and I'm back because I have finished Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season of the Witch. This had promised as a story, but I think the ending was a bit too abrupt and a bit too easy kind of thing. I mean, I get what they were going for, but I just feel like the ending was a bit too rushed. Overall, it's about a 3-star because it started off strong and then just went a bit too down the route of things are too easily wrapped up kind of story. Yeah, overall, solid 3 stars. But it's almost 3 p.m. and I'm 2 books into this 48-hour readathon. So I should be able to get at least 2 more finished today, and then tomorrow I will finish the rest of them, and then maybe I'll grab another book as well. I think the next one I'm going to go with is The Legend of Skeleton Man, because this is I think this is 2 stories. Yeah, it's got 2 stories in here. So it's got Skeleton Man and The Return of Skeleton Man. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and smash this one out next. I will be back when I've got any kind of update. Bye. Hi, so it is 4:15. I was gonna start reading this earlier, but then I had a conversation with my mum on the phone, so that was nice. Anyway, I'm 40 pages into The Legend of Skeleton Man, and it's a cute story so far. Not a lot has happened. Basically, the main character of this story, her parents have disappeared, and she's been taken in by this man who claims to be her great uncle, but she's most positive that it's the Skeleton Man who's fattening her up to feed on her. I am liking the characters in this book. It's like just an innocent little book. Like, the main character, her parents have disappeared. This random great uncle that she's never heard of has suddenly appeared, and now she's been put into his home and told to trust him. So yeah, I'm with her. I wouldn't trust this random relative I've never heard of. And so the other, like the one gripe I have with this book is it gave a description of a breakfast which sounded delicious, and she didn't eat it. Like, she just threw it away. I mean, I get why she doesn't want to fatten herself up for the Skeleton Man, but seriously, it's a waste of perfectly good food. She could have at least eaten something of it. Anyway, yeah, overall, it's a cute little story so far. I don't know if I'm far enough in to probably have an opinion yet, so I'll probably read a bit more and then check back in. Yeah, check back in about the halfway point. So, catch you in a bit. Okay, and I'm checking in halfway because I finished the first of the 2 stories in here. And I actually really enjoyed this story. I feel like because I read it while it's still daylight, it wasn't as scary as it probably would have been if I waited until nighttime. But yeah, I very much enjoyed that first story. It wasn't a long story. It was only about 120 pages, but it definitely felt more like a children's bedtime story, or a scary story that you tell over the campfire, which I enjoyed. And yeah, tip for anyone watching, if your family disappears and a very creepy looking guy claiming to be your uncle turns up and you've never heard of him, don't go with him. Just run away. just run away. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, I will smash out the other half of this and I'll check back in with you soon. It is 5 o'clock now. Let's see how long it takes me to finish the rest of the other story in here. Bye. Okay, and I'm doing a quick halfway point check-in for the second one because I'm on page 200 of 260. This one, it's more about the culture of these characters. Like, they're a bunch of like people of color characters, and it's like the different cultures that are combined with that. I'm actually finding that quite interesting. And I'm at the point where the skeleton man is slowly coming back into the story, but I'm actually finding it quite fascinating learning about these different cultures. So I'm going to time out on this reading because I have a karate class to go to, and then when I come back I'll have a shower and then I'll smash out the rest of this and then see if maybe I can get one more book in tonight. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Peace. Okay, it's a couple of hours later. I'm from karate, I'm changed, and I'm in my Mickey Mouse Halloween pajamas. So my plan is to finish this and then I'll pick one from the pile after I finish this one. Alright, so I'm gonna crack back into this. Yeah, I'm gonna start up with my little Halloween plushie, smash out the rest of this, and I will check back on you once I've finished this. See ya. And I finished The Legend of Skeleton Man. I have to give this a 3 stars. I loved the first story in this. The first story was a solid 4-star, but the second story kind of let it down a little bit. I liked learning about the different culture things, but the Skeleton Man was only in it in like the last 50 pages of the book. So the second story was actually kind of boring. So I'm gonna have to, so I'll split the difference and say it's a 3.5 star. But yeah, first story was great, second story, eh. But yeah, definitely it's a solid read. Just the sequel wasn't as good. Okay, and I have 4 intended books left. I might read Child of Fear and Fire by C.L. Thomas next. This book is... I'll just read what it's about. Fear feeds wickedness. It hungers for the tremor of a voice, the drop of a tear. Wickedness dies on the echo of a racing heart, delights in the falsetto of a scream. Eliza lives darkness's dream. Are made in a great house owned by indifferent aristocrats, run by their 3 cruel daughters. Daily beatings, tricks, and cruelties by the Norlane sisters have left Eliza a mute shell, a vacant vessel besieged by fear. Yet alone as she feels, as small and insignificant as her life seems, something is watching her. Darkness lives in the forbidden forest beyond the neat and orderly civility of Norlane Hall. Wickedness hears Eliza's silent tears, rises to the vibration of her body that quivers in terror. Wickedness awakens from its slumber and calls to her. This just sounds so bloody good. Oh yeah, I remember I got this from Comic-Con, so I actually have this. I actually got this signed by C.L. Thomas, so that was fun. Oh, the page is pretty. or the chapter page is pretty. Like, look at that. Oh, you can't probably see it. But yeah, the cover page is actually really pretty. Yeah, this is only 189 pages, so this one shouldn't take long to read. So I will check back in once I've read a little bit. Bye. And I'm checking back in at the end of the first chapter. I like the writing style in this actually. It hasn't, it's gone straight to the, like, it's introduced the main character and the relationship that she has these three sisters in the house where she's a maid. And I'm kind of getting like Cinderella vibes from the first chapter. Like, a maid, evil sisters. So yeah, I'm kind of getting like Cinderella-esque vibes in this. But I feel like the main thing this is going to do is remind me why I didn't really have any friends in high school. Because girls are cruel, man. Girls are cruel, man. If a girl's gonna have friends in high school, make it guys. Because at least guys are honest. At least when guys insult you, they say it to you. They say it to you. Girls say it behind your back. But yeah, girls are cruel, man. Anyway, sorry, went off on a tangent again. The book. Yeah, I love the writing style of this so far, and I haven't read enough to know, like, to have an opinion on the plot or characters yet, so I'm not going to place judgment yet. I'll probably try and get one more chapter read, and then I'll probably wait until tomorrow to finish this book. It's not a long one, but I'm exhausted, so. The second chapter is how long? Ooh, that's a long chapter. From page 15 to page 50. Maybe I will wait till tomorrow, because that's a long chapter. Yeah, I'll probably call this an end tonight, and then tomorrow I will smash out the rest of this and then see where I get to next. It's only 189 pages, so it shouldn't take me that long tomorrow if I get straight into it when I get up. Anyway, I will check in with you guys tomorrow when I get back into reading this. I'm gonna go and get some sleep. Bye. Hello guys, it is the next day of this reading challenge, and I have read under the chapter of Child of Fear and Fire. I'm now about halfway through. I'm on page 50, but there's only 140-ish pages in this book. So yeah, I'm about halfway through. The creepiness has started to happen. Like, that whole chapter 2 was actually quite creepy. I swear, if I woke up in that situation and creepy shit was happening, I wouldn't follow it. I would just hide until it was all over. Yeah, Eliza has... Yes, she was rightly scared of it, but she also followed the creepy noises. And... yeah, so the plan this morning is to finish this and then we'll see how many other books I can get read today. Because I thought I had all of today. I've got until about 6 o'clock, which should be enough time because it's only about 7:30 a.m. and I have until 6 p.m. So that should be enough time to finish up this plan for seeing how many books I can read over 48 hours. Anyway, yeah, so the story is actually quite well written, and because that creepy chapter was quite well written, and if I'd read it last night in the dark, I probably would have been terrified. Anyway, I will check back in with you guys once I've read more and once I'm actually up for the morning. Alright. Peace. And it's 9:30 a.m. and I have finished Children of Fear and Fire. My god, was this a fun little spooky read. I loved it, mainly because I didn't know where it was going, and I appreciated that in a story. But it's not a very long book, it's more like a novella style book, but it was so well written and so well done that it just kept me on the edge of my seat for the whole time. I've got to give it a strong 4-star. Not quite a 5-star, but it's pretty good. But yeah, it's quite a really good book. Okay, and I'll probably smash out Nancy Drew because these don't normally take me long to read. And then I'll probably try reading The Shadowing. Because I'm not really sure if The Bridge counts as horror, so I'll look into that a bit later. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly smash out Nancy Drew because these don't take me long to read. And then I'll get into The Shadowing. Alright, catch you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay, and it is about 2 hours later. I finished The Phantom of Nantucket. I did take a break and watched Halloween on streaming, so that's probably why it took me a bit longer. But yeah, I finished The Phantom of Nantucket. Cute little childhood mystery. I've loved Nancy Drew since I was a kid. And yeah, so I'm gonna... These are always like solid 3.5 stars because they're made for kids, so they're kind of just like innocent stories. But yeah, solid like it usually is. I still get the same joy out of them that I got when I was a kid. And now I'm going to move on to The Shadowing Hunted by Adam Slater. So I'll check in once I've cracked into this a little bit. Bye. Okay, I haven't really done initial thoughts, but I am 78 pages or 8 chapters into this book, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. It's quite a quick read, and yeah, so I've flown through it. Basically, the story is about, well, clearly it's about this, but the main character, Callum, is able to see ghosts in his everyday life. So yeah, and he's been recently learning about other stuff that he can do. And like he had, like this girl at school, he prevented an accident there because he foresaw an accident and prevented it. And so yeah, it's actually quite a good story so far. I like it. And yeah, I haven't really gotten to the shadowing part yet, but what I've read is actually pretty good. So I should be finished this pretty soon, because I'm 78 pages in and there's only 279 pages. But because of how quick a read it is, I should be done that pretty soon. And then I'll see where to go next with this vlog. Alright, bye. Okay, and I have finished another book for this readathon, The Shadowing. I actually really enjoyed this one. At most it's a 3.5 star, but I did enjoy this. I don't think I'll be reading I don't think I'll be continuing the series, but I did enjoy this book. It was fun. It was a cute little thriller. So I think, yeah, so for the last, I'm gonna see how quickly I can get this read, and then I'll check back in and see if I have time for another one before I finish up this log. This is another one I got at Comic-Con. It's signed, dedicated to me. Okay, so I'm gonna read you the opening sentences because it's really good. I was raised by 3 sisters, one a witch, one an assassin, and the third batshit crazy. That's a heck of an opening sentence on this book. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in a bit once I read some more of this. Bye. Okay, and I'm checking in on page 38. Now, I'm 4 chapters into the story, and I don't know what's happening in it. Yeah, I don't know anything about what's happening. Basically, this girl, the main character Mira, lost her twin sister, and she was part of a cult. She was part of a cult, and Mira's the only person who survived this cult. And yeah, she's been rescued, and now she's in college. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening. I can't tell if I like it or not, but yeah, I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I'll read it for a bit longer, and then I'll check back in with you once I've read a bit more. Hopefully I'll know what's happening. Bye. Okay, and I've gotten 65 pages into this book. I'm sort of understanding more what's happening, but either way I've run out of time because I thought I had all night. Turns out I don't. But I got a fair amount read in this readathon. How much did I get read? Hold on. I got a quarter of this book, and I got I got 6 complete books read, plus 1 started. So I'm calling that a good accomplishment for 2 days. And if I didn't have to start getting ready to go out, I would probably have gotten that book finished. But alas, I've run out of time. So the answer to how many horror books I can get finished in 48 hours or 2 days is 6.25. If I hadn't had visitors come on the last couple of days, I might have gotten that last one finished, but hey, I'm counting it as an accomplishment. 6 complete books finished, so that's 6 books off my TBR, and another book that I've gotten a quarter of the way through. So that's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.